Hello, my name is Kyle, and for my capstone, I am doing the Spartan races. If you don't know what the Spartan race is, it is a race consisted of a long run, high elevation, and a lot of obstacles. For the Spartan race, it consists of 3 races. The first one is the 5K. The 5K is called the sprint because it's more based on time and finishing faster. The second race is the 10K. They call it the super. For a lot of people, the 10K race is one of the hardest ones, but there's one even harder. The hardest one is the third one, the beast. Now, the beast is consisted of 21K with a high elevation, the highest elevation possible. Basically, you're running up a mountain. My dad has done it, my mom has done it, but I haven't done it. I've already done the 5K, but for my capstone, I'm going to complete my trifecta and get 3 races done. If you don't know what a trifecta is, it is basically where all 3 races you get a medal. Each race is different, and each race you get a different medal. Once you have all 3 of the medals, they go into a triangle and they all combine into one big medal. That is my goal.
Okay, enough with this yapping. Let's get into this running.
Okay, so it is currently September 28th, around 2:30 a.m. and this is my first ever run for the trifecta training, and it is pretty cold and I need to start running or else I'm gonna freeze out here. So this is the first day running trifecta.
So, when you come down out of your skill, your bum is supposed to be in and your leg's supposed to be straight, holding a straight line, like this, not like that. Oh, he jumping! Oh,
Okay, it's almost time to run the race. It's one more week until I run it. Over these past weeks, I've ran every single day more than 3K. The other weeks I tried to do 5K and then a 10K and then a 15K. Just like at night, I'm crazy like that. But I am so close to finishing this race. I will see you again next week. Did I mention yet that my mom is also running this race? And this is one of her biggest races. So let's work as a team to complete it. Okay, so here's the first obstacle, which was just a wall that was at the start of the line. So here's me putting on my gloves. Just quickly put these on. And I jumped over the wall. Pretty easy. It was just the start. And then we had to wait in line. Just wait for the announcer to do his announcements and then tell us when we're ready to start this race. So we started off with some little bit of stretches, nothing much, just to try to get warmed up and ready for this beast race. Then we were off and I just powered all the way to the first obstacle, which was, again, another wall. Now, coming up on these wooden dowels, the rule was you cannot go under, but you have to go over. So I had to help my mom go over, but for me, I just went over because it's pretty easy. Now coming up on this obstacle, there's barbed wire over and there is hay bales under. So you have to crawl under the barbed wire and there's hay bales. So you gotta maneuver through under the barbed wire and try to make it to the end without cutting yourself. Now coming up on this obstacle is basically a rope that is connected to an inverted wall, and all you have to do is climb up the wall with the rope. It's probably one of the easiest ones. Now more barbed wire and hay bales. I decided for this one I was gonna log roll because there was less hay bales and I think it would be faster, and it was faster. That's why I covered my camera with my hand. Coming up on this obstacle was all just monkey bars, so you had to complete the monkey bars. And at the end, I met a nice guy that gave me a nice fist bump. First water station, I just did like 2 miles, 13. While I'm waiting for a rope, let's just talk about this obstacle. This obstacle has a sandbag underneath. You basically have to hoist it up and then hoist it down very slowly back down. So it's pretty easy. It's pretty hard because some of the sandbags are very heavy, but I did it.
Doing fantastic. Yep.
We're waiting
now
for the.
Spirit throat through.
Oh yeah.
We got this.
I got this.
Maybe not me. I may be burping it.
Burpees are over there. It's fine if we don't make it. We got this. Then the unbelievable happened. I got it first try.
Good job.
Too easy. This obstacle is carrying a bucket filled with sand. And there was a guy that offered to give me his bucket, and it was the heavier one, and I said yes, and it was the biggest mistake of my life.
Black buckets around. Want hand off?
Sure, I'll take it. Would you like a bucket, any of you? There you go.
Thank you, sir.
That one's way heavier than the red one. And we were back off. That's a video, but you can just take a picture.
Okay, let's go.
We just did the rope climb. Now where are we at? Like 2.
2.73 miles. So almost 5K,
That's easy. Nothing much right now.
2.5K.
2.5K.
2.5 miles in, not K.
We got this. Now this obstacle is just a sandbag carry.
Almost halfway.
You want to say anything?
Almost halfway done. We got this.
We're in a desert. It's not that bad.
Middle of the desert.
That obstacle was carrying a heavy boulder. Another wall. Here's another obstacle. It's a bunch of moving bars and it's very hard. Oh. More moving bars. This obstacle you have to run and grab the rock walls that's at the top and then pull yourself up. How easy was that? Oh, sorry. Now coming up near the finish line, but probably the hardest obstacle was the sandbag carry through the rafters. It was a very long sandbag carry, a lot of steps, and I almost gave up, but I still did it.
That was the hardest one on course.
Totally.
Now coming up on one of the last obstacles, the A-frame, the easiest one. I powered through it. I'd say that the medal now is not really, this has any sentimental value. It was the full race. I believe that the best part of the race was the people I met on the way, how nice they were and how supportive. But here I can finally say is the final medal. So this is the trifecta medal, and you earn this medal if you do all 3 races in the same week. And since I did all 3 of the same races in the same week, I got a gyroscope medal. And I'm proud to say I now have the other pieces to complete my medal. And there we go. There is the full completed trifecta medal. Thank you for sticking along and listening to my presentation.